like to watch on the tubes is up and available. The app is up and available. Wow, I got a little sun. You can tell I had a hat on too because my from down my sunglasses down, my cheeks are a little red because I was in the pool. We're gonna do a mute check real quick. Sometimes because of the AI moderation, I have mute on TikTok. Just keep myself out of trouble. It looks like this. Can you hear me right now? Or I'm talking just to the TikTok right now. Muted. Good. Let's look over here at the. We're good to go. Let us begin. And if you see anybody wondering why I mute or mentioning it, please tell them that I do that because. Don't forget to repost, share this with your friends, your family. Let's dial the very first one. This is Apple. We're gonna have a good time with these guys. I can feel it. All we have to do is get them on the phone. All we have to do is get them on the phone, he says. And then they hang up. I can tell my voice is going to be trashed. Hello? All right. Don't play games with me, silly people. Don't play with my emotions, Smokey.
Thank you for reaching customer support. How can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I have received a text message from y'all this morning saying that there's some kind of charge, $533.90 on my Apple ID. I don't know what on earth that is, but I need to talk to somebody about it because I didn't order nothing. Ma'am, they're watching or they know me. It's possible.
Thank you for calling Apple Care Support. My name is Charles. How may I help you today?
Yes, Charles. I called just a second ago. Some woman answered the phone. I think she couldn't hear me or something. I received a text message from y'all about some sort of charge on my Apple ID for $500 and something dollars. I need to talk to somebody about that.
Uh-huh. Okay. And do you have any kind of reference number?
Let's see what's in here. I got the dollar amount. I don't see a reference number. It's $533.90. That's what I seen on the text message. And then it's got your phone number. Other than that, it says a charge of $533.90 was recently made on the App Store using your Apple ID. If this was your activity, no further action is needed. If not, please reach out to Apple support right away. And it has your phone number.
Okay. And are you a member with us, sir?
What do you mean with Apple? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. In order to check into my system, so you need to provide me your registered name along with the zip code.
Yes, sir. My first name is Cletus, Cletus. Last name is McMenamin. Don't forget Community Hearts. I already got.
Could you please spell that for me?
Which one, Cletus or McMenamin?
Sir.
Oh, McMenamin is McMenamin. McMenamin, just like it sounds.
Okay, and your zip code?
What?
Yeah, zip code, sir.
Oh, zip code. I'm sorry, your phone cut out a little bit there. Yeah, it's 7. Absolutely, go right ahead.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Don't forget the community hearts, all that stuff. Those really, really, really do help right now. Come on, why does it makes me scroll through so much nonsense? All right, we're already up to number 46 on the daily. Overall, we're 127. We're making steady progress. That's exactly what we need. If you see one of the community rallies, that's the one where the little character shoots and scores the goal. A green thing will appear up at the top, and that is your indication to drop 10 of the community hearts. And it will absolutely benefit me a great deal, especially during the double blast, which I'm on now for about another 10 or 15 minutes. We got 2,762 of you in the fan club. So if you have not done your daily heart meet, there's a community really. No, that's a Jellies community. Sorry. If you Sam, what in a Sam Hill? That's community rally right there. Should be a green thing up at the top.
Your line has been connected to customer support. How can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I don't know what's going on with y'all's phones. Y'all must be having a difficult time with your phone system today. I have called a couple of times and I keep getting disconnected. I don't know what on earth is happening, but I need to talk to somebody about this text message I received saying I got billed $533.90. I didn't order nothing from y'all. I don't know what's
593?
it's $533.90, ma'am.
Okay. About what, sir?
Say again?
About? You got a text message from the Apple customer support. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. So let me go ahead and check this, okay? But before we go ahead, can you please confirm your first and your last name?
Yes. My first name is Cletus, Cletus.
And your last name?
McMenamin. It's McMenamin.
All right. Can you please confirm your zip code as well?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Hold the line for a moment and let me go ahead and pull up your information, okay?
yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right. Just stay connected.
All right. I also have exciting news about the other app project as well. Thank you for the Jollies community. Thank you very much. Oh, and somebody just sent a community rally too. I didn't see it. It didn't show on my screen. Kim G, thank you very much. There it is right there. Everybody drop 10 of those community hearts. Those are the ones that help us the most right now. That's for her benefit. I'm just making her think because she has me muted. I'm not on hold. So that way she can listen to me if I'm talking to somebody or anything. No, I don't know when we're going. What time do you want to go? What are you
Thank you so
hungry
much
for?
for
You want
calling the line.
barbecue? I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. Go
Are we
ahead.
connected? Yes. So, sir, here, the reason why you received this text message today was to inform you about a pre-authorized transaction, which was made from your Apple account. Also, there are some suspicious activities made from your Apple account. So, suspicious are like your account has been logging from 3 different locations, like Texas, California, Arizona, and New York. So also there is a pre-authorized transaction made from your Apple account. The amounts are $199.89 and $543.90. So may I know, was it done by you?
No, ma'am. I haven't made any purchases.
Uh-huh. So certain. All right, if in that case there might be someone using your information without your knowledge. So did you ever lose any of your identification, like your driving license, credit card, debit card? Did you lost anything before?
I don't believe so.
So I'm here to cancel all these transactions which was not made by you, okay, which was not authorized by you. But before that, can you please help me I'm gonna ask some few questions, okay, for the customer
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
response.
Go right ahead.
So, okay, so did you ever share any of your like your information, personal information to any of your family members, friends, relatives, or in your end? Do you suspect anyone to do this fraud transaction under your name?
No, ma'am. I don't know who on earth would have done something like this, but it wasn't me. I know. I mean, that much I know.
Hmm? So, did you ever been there, like in Texas, California, Arizona, New York? Do you travel around those states or
Well,
like that?
yes, I went to a trade show in Texas. What'd you say, California? I've been to Los Angeles. I was in the movie business for a while. So I lived there for some time, but that was many years ago when I was much younger. Um, and then what was the other one? New Jersey or something?
Arizona and New York,
Arizona. Yeah, Arizona.
California. Yes.
I don't think I've ever been to Arizona, but I did go to New York. I went to the, where your balls drop, or not your balls, but their ball drops on the big building there on New Year's. I went there for the Times Square. Terrible experience. I got there. Of course, they don't tell you when you show up, you got to wear diapers and stuff because there ain't no bathrooms, because they'd be so filthy. There's so many people down there.
Okay.
So you had to wear
So
diapers, adult
you're a
diapers. That was
travel
a
man. Uh-huh.
say again.
So you're a travel man, right?
Well, I like to
You
travel. I like to see
travel.
the world. How about you? You a
Uh-huh.
traveler? You like to travel?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So, okay, sir. So let me tell you the reason why I'm asking you all these questions is because there is not only your Apple account, which I can see here, but there are also multiple bank account which is created under your name. So can you let me know in your end, are you banking with us multiple bank accounts?
No, ma'am. I bank with one bank, Bank of America.
Uh-huh.
You said
So
multiple
here
bank
I can see there
accounts.
are multiple.
That's weird.
Sure. So sure, here I can see there are lots multiple bank account which is created under your name. That's the reason I could not cancel it. Okay. But
Okay.
here, let me check this. Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead.
Okay. Okay. Just give me a moment.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Jamaica. Sorry, someone walked in my office there.
All right. Just give me a moment.
Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead.
All right, sir. So here I did went to cancel all this transaction which was not authorized by you. Okay. Like
Correct.
I could not, which was not authorized by you. The purchase and all, the pre-authorized and all. But the thing is, I have to send the documentation and official email to your concerned bank headquarters to the fraud department of Bank of America so that they can help you to stop this transaction because there are multiple bank accounts and in my end I could not do anything, okay?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever you need in your
Just
end,
yeah,
uh,
yes.
front,
So you
back, whatever.
just have to
Just
tell them yes.
what
So
do I
you
need to do, ma'am?
don't have to do anything. You just go tell them there is pre-authorized transaction which was not authorized by you, plus there are multiple bank account which was not authorized by you. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
All under your name. Yes, so that's all.
Okay.
So before I connect your call, can you please grab a piece of pen and paper so that you can write my information, like my name and your
Yes.
company
Yes,
ID?
ma'am. I'm ready. You tell me what to write, and I'll take to writing it.
Oh, all right. So my name is Gracie Brown, GRACY BROWN.
Okay. Gracie Brown. Got it.
Yeah. Are you done with it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So your complaint ID is iOS 78009.
iOS seven
Can you say
eight
that again?
oh. No, I got it. iOS 78009.
Mm-hmm. All right. Once I connect your call, you can provide this reference number which I gave you right now.
All right.
Reference number and complaint ID, complaint number same. So you can just give them. So and you can tell them there is some fraud transaction under your name and also someone is using your information without your knowledge, so that they can understand the matter. Okay.
Okay. Great.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So just yes, just stay connected. Let me go ahead and connect your call. Okay.
Yes. Got it.
All right. Thank you so much. Stay connected.
Stay connected. Stay connected. Are you saying that you want me to stay connected? She's pretending to dial a phone number right now, Bank of America. She's going to send me to the headquarters of Bank of America. To be clear, for those that might be new, this is not really Apple, and the people that I'm about to talk to are absolutely not Bank of America. I don't even bank at Bank of America, so none of the information that I'm going to give them is true. If I mute you, it is not because I'm protecting real information, it is because I don't want TikTok's AI algorithm
Thank
to
you for calling
hear
Fraud Department
and
of
be
Bank of
confused.
America headquarters. This is Justin. How can I help you today?
Well, good morning, Justin, sir. My name is Cletus McMenamin. I have received a text message this morning saying something about a purchase of $533.90. Hey, give me a phone number, told me to call. So I called the number, talked to the folks over yonder at Apple. That's who transferred me to you. Okay. Apparently,
Uh,
there's somebody done got their mitts in my accounts somehow. I don't know how. We ain't been able to figure that part out yet. Hopefully, you be able to help us. But they give me a case
uh,
number, said they was going to email over to you some of my case information. Do you need that case number right now?
yeah, I need that.
Okay. It's iOS 78009.
Okay. And in order to go ahead and pull out your information, can you verify me with your first and last name?
Yes, Cletus, Cletus. And then my last name is McMenamin, just like it sounds. McMen. You got it so far?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. AMEN.
It's MEN, right?
Yes.
Okay. And can you verify me with your date of birth, Mr.
Uh,
Claudius?
yes, sir. It is
Or digit of your social that has been registered with us?
yes, sir.
So, Mr. Claudius, we also received an email from an Amazon app for stating that there are some fraudulent activities going on under your name, which was not done by you, right?
That's correct. I didn't have anything to do with it. Don't know nothing about it. Want to make certain that it doesn't impact me in any way.
Okay, so at this point of time, we can see here that your identity is being compromised and
Oh
misused by
Lord,
someone else. So right
I
now,
knew it.
I would
Son
like
of a
to ask
gun.
you a couple of questions in order to understand how your identity is being compromised and misused by someone else. All right?
Oh, okay. Yes, that'd be great if you could.
Okay. So, Mr. Claudius, can you tell me, like, have you ever lost any of your credential information, like your credit cards, debit cards, and your driver license in the past?
Uh, well, I mean, I did once in Vegas, but that was years ago. I went to a bachelor party, and that was definitely one of my biggest
Uh,
mistakes of all time. But but it wasn't recent. I mean, that was years ago.
okay. And do you suspect anyone who can do this under your name?
No, sir. I don't. I mean, it ain't like despite being 74 years old and a little bit cantankerous, I don't have very many enemies. I mean, you know what I mean? There's a fella down at the senior center that he's not a big fan of mine, but I mean, it ain't like we come to blows or nothing. It's certainly not something he would steal from me, I don't think. He seems, he's a kind
Okay.
of a kind of a douche or something, but he don't seem like a thief. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. And have you ever been a victim of an identity theft before?
No, sir. Never in my life. That's why this is so dadgum strange. Make it all the way to 74 years and end up, doing it for the first time. It's craziness.
Okay. So, Mr. Claros, with the statement that you provided me, this is the case of an identification of theft. So, in order to help you out, I will go ahead and stop each and every orders that is coming up under your name. All right.
All right.
And in order to stop this pre-authorized transaction, I will be filling an asset verification form so that I can go ahead and forward each and every information to the higher authorities. All right.
Higher authorities. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah. So,
What higher
all right.
authorities?
So, in order to fill, oh, that will be the federal government, since this is
Oh,
a case of
Lord.
an identification of theft. All right.
Okay. Goodness gracious.
So, in order to fill this asset verification form, you have helped me out with your first and last name, along with your
Yes.
date of birth, and with the last
Yes.
four digit of your social, that is
Yes.
577. And do you remember in which state your social security numbers was issued?
Do I remember what? What state it was issued?
Y- Yes, your
Uh,
social security numbers was
it
issued.
would have been Texas because that's where I was born. I've
Texas.
lived all over the country. I was in entertainment for many years, so I've
Okay.
I've traveled all over the country for shows and all that. But where I was born, uh, you know, that was Texas, and I reckon that's when
Okay.
that's where because I lived there till I was probably Lord 18, 19. That's when the my talent was discovered, and then that's when I went on the road with it.
And for how long you have been banking with us?
Oh Lord, 10, 12 years. I don't know exactly. It's been a long time since I moved back to Texas. I finally stopped making pictures and movies and whatnot about 10, 12 years ago, and I moved back to Texas.
Okay. And is it a personal account or a joint account?
Uh, it's personal. I mean, I got a checking account and a savings account, and then I got investments as well. I mean, the investments are with the Merrill Lynch or whatever that is. It's going through some changes, but it's all right there. I don't have no other banks. That woman at
Okay.
the woman at the Apple said somebody's opening up accounts with my information too. I don't know. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to call all them other banks, and I should have got a list of them. I reckon I'll have to call her back. She told me her name. Gracie Brown's her name. She's a real nice lady.
Okay.
She had a real thick accent,
I do
maybe
believe you have a
Spanish or something. I don't know.
okay. Okay. And I do believe you have a debit card with us, right?
Oh, yes, sir, I do.
Okay. Mr. Cletus, do you remember when was the last time that you physically visited your bank?
Last time oh, Lord, hell, I hardly ever go in because all my money comes in direct, like a direct deposit. I get what do they call it? Required distribution, on my investment accounts and stuff like that. So it just comes in automatic. I don't have to go to the bank. Ain't a whole lot of folks wrote me checks no more.
Okay.
They just wire it to me.
Okay.
A lot of movie
And
royalties.
Mr. Cletus,
Yes.
okay. And do you remember what will be the available balance that you have in your checking account and saving account as of now? And the reason I'm asking is this because if any of your money gets charges, we will make sure that we will refund it back to you within 24 hours. So do you remember what will be the available balance that you have in your checking account and saving account as of now?
Well, I don't remember exactly. I can give you a ballpark. I can log in if you need me to log in and take a look at it.
Okay, you can do that, no problem.
Okay. Hang on just a
Or you
second. Let
can
me.
just tell me like if you
Well, it's
remember.
about
I can check.
$3,800 in the checking account.
Okay, and what about in your saving?
Savings account's got about 104,000, give or take.
How much?
About 104,000, something like that. I don't, like I said, I don't look at it every day, but
Okay, you said it's 104,000, right?
yes, sir. That's correct.
Okay. And do you have a valid driver license? Do you still drive?
Oh yeah, I'm a real good driver. Yes, sir.
Okay. And you told me that you do have an investment under your name, right?
Yes, sir. I got about my investment account. I don't look at that one hardly ever because it disturbs me because the
Like,
way it goes up and
so
down and whatnot. It's about 1.3, 1.3 million. It's all my
like
royalty money from my
what type of
movies.
investment?
Say again.
Okay. What type of investment? What type of investment do you have?
Well, there's annuities. There's excuse me. There's some mutual funds up in there. There's some individual stocks. I don't like to get into individual stocks too much because it seems a lot like gambling. Not a gambler. I mean,
Okay.
not habitually
I
here.
understand that.
I got the retirement stuff in there. You know, the what do you call it? The IRA and
I
whatnot.
do you remember? Like, it's an IRA, right?
Yes, there are some. There is an IRA in there. Yes, sir.
And do you remember what will be the balance over there?
Total or in the IRA? What do you? I don't understand what you mean. The is total amount is like I said, 1.3 million, something like that.
Okay, I got it. And Mr. Curtis here, we can see here that your phone networks are also being hacked
Oh
from three
Lord.
different locations. That is from the state of Texas, New York, and New Mexico. So have you
Oh
ever been to
Lord.
the state of New Mexico and
Yeah, I
New
went to
York
Carlsbad
or
Caverns when
Texas?
I was a kid. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's a cool place. Big home ground, but I mean, it goes down like 700 feet underground. It's really cool when you get to the very bottom. You got like a tour guide goes all the way down there at the bottom, and
Uh,
it's pretty treacherous, honestly. It's not entirely safe. I wouldn't want to go down there if I'd been hitting the sauce. If you know what I'm saying, you get a little wobbly and fall down a crevasse or something. Anywho, you get all the way to the bottom, they turn off the lights. They tell you to sit down. They got a space for everybody to sit. And when you sit down, they turn off the lights and they show you what they call true cave darkness. And that's something that I'm telling you what, you put your hand right in front of your face and you can't see it at all. It's the scariest damn thing. It's like being blind.
like, so, uh, Mr. Curtis here, I have more information to give you, but since we can see here that
Yeah.
your phone networks are also being hacked,
Yeah. If
so
you ever get a
those
chance, you
hackers they
should
might
go
be
to
listening to.
Carlsbad Caverns, though. It's a really cool place. I like it a lot.
I I
A lot of
understand. So
bats. If you're
those
scared of
hackers that
flying mice, I wouldn't
so,
go though because they do got a lot of bats in them caves, and them bats come out at
yeah,
night,
I
and
understand that.
that's how they found it. It's a
So
true story. All the bats was flying out of that thing, and there's a fellow that seen it, and he thought it was smoke. He thought that was some kind of fire, and he went over there and realized it was bats. Can you imagine the first fellow that seen a bat? Like what in the hell? You know what I mean? Looks
so
like a flying
Mr.
rat or something. God
Yeah, I
almighty,
understand.
that's crazy.
So Mr. Gladys,
Yes.
I have sent you a text from my direct text line number. Can you see that?
Let's see here. Hi, Cletus. Yes, sir, I do. It's his 202 number.
Okay. I want you to give me a call on that number because I have more information to give you. But those hackers, they might be listening to our conversation. So what I want you
Oh,
to do is I want you to give me a call on that number. All right?
yeah, I'll call you right. You want me to do it right now while I'm on the phone? Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Can
I
you
tried
give
to
me a
call.
call?
I tried to call and it like didn't go through or something.
Can you try it one more time?
Yeah, let me try it again.
Hello.
Yes, there you are. How you doing? Remind me of
Yeah.
your name. I can't remember.
Beg your pardon.
I can't remember what you said your name was, friend. I'm terribly sorry. I'm not. My memory's
My
not
name is
as
Justin. My name is Justin. That's okay.
Justin.
My name is Justin.
Justin. All right, Justin. What's your
Yeah.
last name, Justin?
And my name is last name is Williams with a
Williams.
letter
Justin
ending with S.
Williams. Got it. All right, I wrote it down just in case. I had to keep notes on account of I had my line of work. There was a certain element of danger associated with it, and there was some things that happened that damaged my
I
memory.
understand that. Yeah. And Mr. Curtis, we can see here that there are some charges pending under your name from the Global Tech Support, which was yesterday 11 a.m. in the morning. And the charges pending from your checking account, from your
I made any $50,000 charges out of my savings account, sir.
okay. And I want you to note it down, that one that is from the Global Tech Support.
Global, yeah, he never heard of that
Tech,
company before. Global Tech
okay,
Support.
support. Yeah.
Okay,
And the charges pending that is from
50,000. Why?
yes.
What's it for?
There is a type of a computer company that is which is based on New York.
A computer company out of New York charging me
Yes.
$50,000. Some bitch. Who would have known? Of course, I guess hackers, they'd have to be computer people. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it factors, I guess.
And
So now how do we go about fixing this? I need to cancel whatever the hell that is because I sure as hell didn't
so
do no
what I'm gonna
$50,000
do here,
charge. And I'd like,
yeah.
I certainly
So
don't want to lose that money in any way, shape, or form. So we need to do whatever.
that's why what I'm gonna do here is I will be going ahead and appointing one of the officer from the FTC. Do you
I'm
know what is
muting
the
on
meaning of an FTC?
purpose. The Federal Trade Commission. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'm muting on purpose because I'm
So we will be
making sure they don't
appointing
say
one of the
certain no
officer
words.
from the Federal Trade Commission, and what I want you to do is once your line get connected to them, you need to tell them that your phone networks are also being hacked, as well as there are some charges pending under your name which was not done by you. You need to explain to them each and everything, all right?
Okay. So I need to talk to the Federal
Um,
Trade Commission. Do you have their number?
yeah, I will.
Do you have their
Yeah,
number?
I
Hang
will
on,
be.
hang on, let me
I
see
will
if it,
be.
I'm
No, no, no.
I'm got my
I will.
computer right here. I'm
I
gonna
will be
look up their
connecting you.
number. Hold on one second. Oh shoot, it timed out. Hang on, let me turn the computer on real quick. There it is. Okay. Federal Trade Commission phone number. They have multiple phone numbers. Is there a main number or
Yeah, that
something that I need to
no,
call?
that is the
Or
reason.
is
That
there
is the
a
reason.
specific person
No,
at the Federal Trade
Mr.
Commission
Cletus,
that I need to
listen to me.
what?
I will be directly connecting your call to them. All right?
Oh, you're going to transfer me. Oh, like the Apple lady transferred me to the bank.
Yeah,
You're going to transfer me to the Federal Trade Commission. That
yeah.
makes perfect
We are on
sense.
a secure. Yeah, we are on a secure line, so I will connect
Hmm.
your call to them. But before that, before I go ahead and submit your information to them, let me go ahead and verify one more time to you all these things. So the Bank of America is your personal accounts, and you have a checking and saving account, which is in your checking you have like 3,700, and in your saving you have like 104,000, right?
Yes, sir.
And in investment, the total amount is 1.3 million, right?
Yes, sir. Give or take.
Yeah. And do you live by yourself or you live with your family?
Never really had much in the way of family. I had, my entertainment family, the people that I used to travel with and make the movies and do all the photo shoots with. But not, I never got married. You know, my job wasn't real conducive to a healthy relationship. So, no, I don't, there's no family. It's just me. I live alone.
Okay. And one more thing, what I'm gonna do here is I will provide you with your cash number and cash ID number. I want you to write it down.
Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
It's S as in Frank, T as
Mhm.
in Tom, C as in Charlie,
Okay.
009
009. All right.
050.
50. Okay, I got it. It's FTC zero zero
Uh-huh.
nine zero five zero.
Yeah. So once
Okay.
your line get connected to them, you need to provide them the cash ID number, and if they ask you any question, you need to read out. You need to tell them that your phone networks are also being hacked, and there are some fraud activities going on under your name. Tell them that there are some charges pending under your name, which was not done by you. All right.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So just give me a moment. Let me go ahead and forward its information to the federal government. And once I get an approval from them, I will connect your call to them. So stay on the line for a moment. All right.
Okay. Yes. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate your
No
help,
problem. So
Dustin.
stay on.
Thank you, sir.
You're most welcome. So stay on the line for a moment.
Okay. Okay, so here's what he's going to do. He's going to hand the phone to somebody else in his office. This guy is going to pretend that he is with the Federal Trade Commission. Very obviously, he is not with the Federal Trade Commission. There we go. Let me pin this again. Okay. Um, he is going to tell me that there's all kinds
Okay,
of
Mr.
bad stuff
Claudius,
happening.
thank you for staying on the line. Are you still with me?
Yes, sir. I'm right here.
Okay. So we have already got an approval from the federal government. So we will be one of the officer from the FTC, and he will be right away on the call with you. So stay on the line
Okay.
for a moment, all right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
And provide them the cash number, all right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So
Stay
stay on the line
connected
for a
with me.
moment.
Stay connected. Stay online. Stay with me on the phone. They do that on
Can
purpose
you hear
because
me?
they're scared. Yes, sir. I'm waiting on you to transfer
Okay.
me.
Yeah. So stay on the line for a moment.
Yes. Stay on the line. I get it. They
Okay.
want to make absolutely fucking sure that I do not um, get off the line with them. Okay. Um, okay. There we go. Sorry, I'm having to do all this stuff. Just a reminder for those of you that are playing the home game, if you want to help today, this is how you do it. These are the things that matter the most. Community fest stuff, the community hearts, the community style, Jolly's community, and the big one is the community rally. Whenever the community rally comes up, there is a green thing up at the top that you can see, and it will tell you how. I think it's got a 60-second timer on it. I can't see it, but you can.
This is the
10
Federal
hearts.
Trade Commission. My name is Jonathan. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. Mr. Jonathan, it's a pleasure to make you acquainted, sir. This is quite the conundrum that I have found myself faced with this morning. Sir, I got a text message from the folks at Apple and saying that they was some kind of weird charge and they were suspicious or something. And then I called the Apple people. The Apple people told me there was some kind of nonsense going on. Didn't know what exactly was. They wanted me to talk to the bank. So they give me over yonder to the bank. Bank fella told me, he says, "Oh, yeah, this is bigger than me, and we got to get you transferred over yonder to the Federal Trade Commission." So here I am talking to you. He gave me a case number, that fellow over yonder at the bank, and he told me to give it to you so that you could look up my case. Are you? Can I give you that number?
Yes, sir. Tell me what's the case number.
It's FTC 00950.
FTC 007900.
No, not 79, sir. 009050. That's what the fellow told me. His name is Justin Williams. He told me to tell you that. Said that they was some people trying to. They was like hackers in my account, and that these hackers was apparently they like on my phone line and everything else. So
Okay. All right, sir. Just give me a moment. Let me pull out your information. So FTC 009050. Right.
yes, that's correct.
Okay. Just give me a moment.
Thank you, Ken. I really appreciate that. If you want to do those bigger ones, do those community rallies because those give me a lot of points for the community fest thing. And then other people can kind of like pile on top of that. But thank you very much, brother. You know I appreciate you always. Hey, go in there in the fridge and get me a Diet Coke, would you? I need a Diet Coke. Well, I'm just feeling a little tired. Need a little caffeine. Yeah. That was entirely for his benefit to make him think that I'm just talking to somebody else and not talking about what he's doing. This guy's going to come back. He's going to tell me there's all kinds of bad stuff in my account, yada, yada, yada. I got him. Okay, he's blocked and muted, so all that stuff is gone. What's cracking, West Side? How you doing? We're in the middle of a scam call with the person that's on the phone is pretending to be the Federal Trade Commission. Just as a reminder, when I
Thanks for your
mute,
patience, sir. Are we still connected?
yes, sir, I'm right here.
All right. I believe that I'm speaking with Cletus.
Yes,
Correct.
Cletus McMenamin. That's my name. I'm sorry, I should have introduced myself. I didn't catch your name either. What was your name?
You can write down my name, sir. My first name is Robert.
Robert.
I'm sorry, my first. Yeah.
Okay,
My
Robert.
last name is Lewis. That's Lewis.
Okay, Robert Lewis. All right, I got it.
Now you can note down my batch ID number as well, sir.
Okay, yes, go ahead.
My batch ID is 621443.
All right, I got it. Okay, so I'm a little confused as to exactly what we need to do at this point. The fellow at the bank said we needed to escalate this to the higher authorities, and apparently that was you. So, what do we need to do?
Okay. Now, see, first of all, sir, I'm looking at an email which has been forwarded to me by the people from Apple,
Yes,
along with the people from your bank,
yes.
in which they're giving me information letting me know that your name is being misused on illegal websites.
Oh Lord.
And there are also multiple bank accounts which has been opened on you.
Okay, you said illegal websites. Um, and I told him yes, I had went to a bachelor party one time, and I lost my wallet. It's a long story, but they basically went out with these. We went to the club where them dancing ladies are. I don't want to, I'm not trying to be awful, but the dancing ladies decided they wanted to come home with us, and they did, and they got us all liquored up, and then we woke up the next morning, and all of our um, clothes was gone, and our wallets were gone. But that was years ago. Hadn't happened since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, sir, I am looking at your finances over here as well. See, the other charge that you have under is for money laundering. Charge came under your name. It shows over here that there are multiple bank accounts been opened under your name. And from those bank accounts, illegal wire transfers are being done in and out of the country on a daily basis.
Oh Lord, that doesn't sound good.
Now, sir, I'm just gonna log into the portal of Department of Justice, into a government's portal, so that I
Department
can
of
just put down your
Justice.
information.
Oh my heavens.
Yeah, I'm just gonna log into a government's portal of Department of Justice,
Okay.
just so that I can put down your information, just to check and confirm whether you really have any legal charges against you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't. I'm clean as a whistle, physically and legally.
Okay. Now, sir, 605-585.
No, sir. This is all I have. I traveled a lot in my job. It required a great deal of travel, doing trade shows and movie premieres and things of that nature. So I traveled a lot. I've had a cell phone for damn near as long as cell phones were even allowed, and so that's really kind of all I've ever had.
Okay. Now, prior to this number, did you have any other number?
No, I've had the same number. As crazy as it sounds, I've had the same number for damn near ever.
All right. So just give me a moment, sir. I'm just gonna log into the portal. I'm just gonna check your information just
Okay,
to
yes,
see what
sir.
I have about your identity.
Okay,
Now, can you tell me what's your address?
yes, sir. It is 361 Crusader Drive.
Can you spell that out for me?
Yes, sir. CRUSADER Drive,
Mhm.
and that's Dallas, Texas.
Mhm.
MENAMEN.
Mhm.
McMenamin.
Make me a minute.
There is a very specific reason that I'm mute. If you don't understand it, just shut up and I'll tell you in a minute, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to block you. Don't be a goober.
All right. Now I'm logged into the portal. There we go.
Okay. The app gets to hear it all. I mean, if it's going to be a really
Now,
short
sir,
mute.
are you retired right now?
Yes, sir. I did. It was finally time for me to hang it up. Yes, you know, I try to dance around it a little bit. I don't like to talk about it a whole lot for obvious reasons. When you hear what I did, I made a very particular type of movie, kind of adult in nature. You know what I mean? It's, started out
Were
like,
you working for the?
yes, I was. And the reason that it kind of my career took an odd turn, like a lot of people. I was very young when I got into it, back when it's a lot of black and white stuff. You know what I mean? and then a little more. It wasn't quite as risque. It was just a little, teasy kind of stuff. And then as time went on, the industry evolved, if you will, and it became a little bit, you know, more direct, a little more
Right.
explicit, or whatever you want to say, And then there came a point around, I don't know, 1975, 1980. They turned into, everything got into what they call genres. And the genres, one of the genres that became quite popular was um, older fellas, you know, and that the logic behind it, and this is what I always understood it to be, is that, of course, when you get to be 35, 40, 50 years old, you don't always want to see some young fella doing all that, you know. You want something a little more realistic, more true to life, if you will. They don't want to see the fellow with the perfect pectorals and the tight glutes. They want to see somebody that's a little more dad bod, I think is what they call it now. And
Mm-hmm.
I fit that bill perfectly. And of course, I had all the other attributes, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
The primary point of contact there. Um, the industry evolved to such a point that even my gray hair and my wrinkles and saggy skin didn't really keep anybody from watching. In fact, it kind of blew up, and I became one of the largest uh, older, largest. That's funny. Shouldn't have said that. One of the largest elder statesmen, if you will, in the industry. So right up to the point, I'm 74 right now. I'll be 75 in December, and I was right up to the point where I was starting to, it was getting kind of crazy. And then eventually, the travel was wearing me down, and of course, the health risks. It was harder to get. You got to do blood draws um, right before you do a scene or a movie or whatever. And it was getting harder and harder for them to actually find veins uh, in my arms when I had to get tested. So it just became a bit of a hassle. And as popular as I was, I figured now what I do is I go to the trade shows still, and I still go to all those events. I sign the autographs and take pictures with people. It's kind of weird. There's a lot of young girls still come and say, "Oh, I'm a big fan. I love your movies," and you know, it's nice. It's good for your ego as an older fella. You know what I mean?
I believe you enjoy it.
Well, I've had, I can imagine worse jobs. If I'm sweaty at work, it's a good day. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like a lot of jobs where you go and sweat like crazy. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Right.
it's been good to me. A lot of folks don't approve. A lot of folks get real testy.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say that out loud too. A lot of folks get a little bothered, shall we say, by what I did. But
Mm-hmm.
to each his own. You know,
Right.
I'm just fortunate that nowadays there's a lot of overlap. Some of them, straight fellas like myself. It's harder for them to get work. There's not as many people that's hiring fellas unless you want to do a different kind of movie, and then it gets into stuff that I'm just simply not into. Fruits and vegetables and God knows what. It's a bunch of weird stuff. So I don't like to. You know what I mean? I'm not judging. I mean, far be it from me to judge. God knows uh, I've done my fair share of odd things and stuff for money. I certainly wouldn't want to judge anybody else for how they make their money or how they, enjoy their free time, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. Right. Now, sir, getting back to this case of yours, there are
Yes,
important
yes.
things that I
Sorry.
need to speak to you about. No, no, that's fine. Now, sir, when you were in your profession, how sure were you that there was no data breach in your identity?
Well, on most of these sets that we was on, they would have, back in the olden days, you had like a lock box. It's like a foot locker sort of thing, and you put all your stuff, you put your britches in there, and of course, you had costumes and whatnot. There was a lot more emphasis on the storyline back when I first started. You know, it was a library and a sexy library. You know what I mean? So they'd have you dressing in a suit. I was never the librarian. I was the patron, the library person coming in trying to find a book. Where do I find a book on human sexuality and that sort of thing. Anyhow, so you'd have a costume and they'd take you in the wardrobe and they'd give you your little foot locker and you put all your stuff in yonder. Kind of like a school locker. And we would keep it all in there. So it was super safe back then. Then everything turned to the digital, where the people had them little handheld cameras and, you know, stuff like that. And it was a little looser back then. I don't mean that, not them, were not the talent. They weren't. Well, some of them were. Some of us rode hard and put up wet. But that's a different story for another time. But they just weren't as solid with security as they are these days, I think. So only time I never had a problem on set. Well, I had problems on set. Sometimes your little soldier don't stand at attention, but then they got the pills and stuff, and that was the greatest thing since sliced bread, as far as I'm concerned. In my business, anywho. Wasn't real good for your heart, though, they said. So I didn't care for that so much. And fortunately, I was blessed, not only with dimensions, but also with ability, shall you say? But every now and again, that's not important. We're talking about the data and stuff. I never had anybody take any of my stuff.
Okay. Okay, now see, the reason why I'm asking you this question, sir, is because when I log into the portal of Department of Justice, when I check your information, so what I see over here is that
I was very on top of that.
now, sir, as your past record states that you're a law-abiding citizen and understanding the fact that you have been hacked.
Yeah, clearly.
I'm just going to forward your details to the Department of Justice so that they can look at these informations and they can understand that you have been hacked.
Okay.
Once they understand that you have been hacked,
yeah,
I'm going to ask them to give me the authorizations to register a case of identity theft under your name so that I can gather proof and evidence under your name to prove you a victim of identity theft.
Yes, please.
Right now, sir, let me just look at your documentation so that I can make sure that I have enough information to forward.
Okay, yeah. Hang on 1 second. I think my doctor's office is calling me. Hang on 1 second, okay? Hey, I'm just gonna tell them I'm gonna call him back, though. Okay?
Yeah, don't disclose this matter with
No. I'm not going to. I'm not telling anybody. Hold on 1 second. The reason I mute is because TikTok guidelines will shut my shit down. That's why. So those of you that are bitching and pissing and moaning about the mutes, if you want the unedited version, you can go over to my app. The link is in my bio. Otherwise, the next person that bitches, I'm just going to mute you and block you. So don't do it again. I don't want to be distracted, nor do I want anybody else distracted with that shit. So please don't do it, okay? I'm being nice. Please don't. All right, sir. I'm sorry. I'm back. I told him I'd call him back. It was my doctor's office. Anyhow, okay. So what?
Okay. So what I was saying over here is that I'm going to forward all of your details to DOJ. They'll look at these informations. Once they understand that you have been hacked,
Yes.
I'm going to register a case of identity theft under your name. I'm going to get you investigated so that we can cancel off the charges and remove your name from all of the illegal items. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Now, before that, sir, let me just differentiate between the legitimate and the bogus accounts which has been opened under your name.
Yes.
Now, the only bank that you are banking with is Bank of America, right?
Correct. Just Bank of America. Been there like 10, 12 years. I don't remember exactly.
Okay. Now, Bank of America is a personal account which has been opened under your name, correct?
Correct. I have a personal checking, a personal savings, and then, of course, I've got my investment accounts.
Okay. All right.
The link to
Now,
my
any questions,
app
any
is
confusions
in my
that you have in mind,
bio.
sir?
That's it. I'm sorry. Say that again. Your phone cut out, sir.
Yeah, I was asking you, do you have any questions, any confusions in your minds, any doubts?
Well, there's
your...
needless to say, there's a whole bunch of questions about how it happened. But I mean, the most important thing is we got to make certain we get this sorted out straight away so I don't end up getting in trouble. You know what I mean?
Of course, of course. Now, sir, do you have any social media accounts? Any Instagram, any Facebook?
No, so I never really did it. I had a agent that built me one of them Facebook fan pages, but I kept getting in trouble because people couldn't, they were sending dirty messages and whatnot in there.
Okay. Sir, can you just be on the line? Just give me a moment.
Yes, sir. Go right ahead. Okay. So the reason that I have to mute is TikTok guidelines. And I told this person 10 times, shh, there's a reason. And they won't listen to you. They won't listen to me. And then they want to just sit there and piss and moan. And then I say, if you want the unedited version, go to the app. Oh, is it free? No, it's not, because, this is my job. And if you don't like that, I'm sorry, but you are free to the muting is killing me. Then leave. It's that simple. I don't understand why people struggle with something so simple. I mean, it's just like, yeah, they ask a lot of questions. He may be getting warned by somebody else. That's very possible. And he may just hang up. It's possible. Or he may come back and start kind of yanking my chain a little bit. Either way. Now, regardless, I've got his direct number. It's queued up, ready to post, but I'm not posting it yet. He will probably ask me for a copy of my driver's license. And if he does, he's going to tell me to text it to this number in all likelihood. It usually doesn't go beyond this point. Like, he's going to send me to the Department of Justice. This guy speaks very good English. I've talked to him before. I recognize his voice. He will recognize me when it happens, and when everybody does their thing to him, he will totally know who it is, and he will be very upset. Now, he may not say anything, but he may just hang up. That's the downside of these road trip deals. They very often do that. Him being
Right,
on.
Cletus, are we still connected?
Yes, sir, we are.
Okay. All right. So, Cletus, I just got a call from the agents from the DOJ.
The
They
only
wanted me to
link
forward all of your
that works is in my bio. Do
so that
not
they
go
can
to the
have a
App
look at your
Store or the
background
Play
check, and
Store.
they can
Don't.
confirm that you have
Link in my
really been
bio.
registered as a victim.
Okay, good. Thank heavens. I was starting to really sweat that a little bit, if I'm honest.
Now, we have been receiving calls like this for the past few weeks, in which people are calling us, telling us that their name is being misused for illegal activity.
Oh dear. Okay.
So I believe that this is another case of identity theft. Yet again, according to protocols, we need to prove you a victim over documentation.
Okay.
Now, coming to the part where we need to find out how your information have been hacked.
Yes, please.
Now, see, sir, it's not possible for anyone from a different state or from a different country to have your information.
Mm-hmm.
If your information have been provided, it has been given out by someone from your own city and by someone from your own state.
Well, who on earth will do
now,
that?
Cletus, we will find that out sooner or later, sir. But before that, I want to know this from your end. How is your relation with the people from Bank of America? Do you know them very well? Do you go there very often?
No, hell, like I think I don't remember if it was you I was telling, or if I was somebody at the bank there. I don't go into the bank. Everything I do is pretty much at this point, it's all automated. It's what do you call it? Direct deposit, all that. It's not.
Right.
So I don't have a whole lot of interaction with the actual banking people. And hell, if I do, I go through the drive-through. So I don't really know anybody at the bank. I mean, last time I was in there was, some 24-year-old kid calling himself a bank manager. I thought that was, a little silly. How the hell you be a manager? So they just throwing any kid out of college in there. You know what I mean? So it didn't seem like there was any real benefit to talking to them folks anywho.
Okay. Now, sir,
He wants to know if I know anybody
information
at
about
the
the
bank.
people from your bank is because in the past, when we have investigated cases like this,
Uh-huh.
we have arrested many people from the bank because the people from the bank are the one who are selling off the citizens' information for
They're
few
in
hundred
on
dollars.
it. That's why I have to be careful not to talk to
This
people
has
at the
happened
bank.
many times, and we have arrested
Lord.
many people from the bank.
Oh, so the bank people are actually in on it?
There are, yes, sir. The bank people
Oh,
are
my
involved in
gosh.
this, and we have arrested many people from the bank. See
You
what
can't
they
trust
do.
anybody anymore. My
They-
gosh.
You can't trust anybody anymore. They even sell off the citizens' information.
That's because if I go
And
in the
they
bank
even
and
help
start
these
talking
hackers
to
to open up
someone
fraud accounts
and
under
explaining to
some
them
other
what
person.
I'm doing, they'll tell me it's a scam.
So, sir, right now we are highly suspicious on the people who are controlling your finances.
Okay.
It's because these people have all of your information.
Okay.
They have your names, your addresses, your social security number,
Yeah,
your date
yeah.
of birth,
Oh, Lord.
your bank account details, basically
Lord.
everything about you.
Okay. Stick around. I'm
So,
going to explain more
because of
about
this
this when
situation
we're
that you are
done.
in right now, sir,
Stick around.
the government is following the Privacy Act of 1974.
Okay.
Have you ever heard about it, sir? Do you know what that is?
Lord, no. That's not one with which I am familiar, sir.
Okay, not a problem. Let me explain this to you, sir.
Yes.
Now, see, the Privacy Act is basically a non-disclosure agreement.
Okay.
Under the Privacy Act of 1974,
Tells me I can't talk to anybody
we,
about
the
what's
federal
happening.
government, we will not be disclosing this confidential case of yours to any of your state local authorities. Now, the reason why we will not be providing these informations to your state is because, first of all, we don't know who these culprits are who are misusing your information. These culprits can be anyone.
Oh, Lord. That's kind of
It could be
sinister.
the people from your previous workplace.
Okay.
It could be your friends. It could be your neighbors. It could be your relatives.
Oh, gee.
It could be the people from the bank. It can be any people in and around.
Goodness
If
gracious.
these culprits, they come to know that you are being investigated for a case of identity theft, they might try to run away from the situation. And at the end of the day,
you want to be able to
you
get
will
them.
be the one.
You want to be
who-
able to trap them,
right.
don't you?
Right.
I got you. All right. I see what you're doing. That's damn.
That's
That's
the
so
reason,
clever.
sir. That's the reason why, sir, for your safety and for your own benefits, the government is following the Privacy Act. We will not be
Yeah.
disclosing this case to your state, and you need to follow the same.
Okay. Don't. So I
Till
shouldn't.
the time,
So I shouldn't call my
Right, sir.
lawyer or anybody.
right, till the time we're not done with the investigation, and till the time we don't find out who these culprits are.
Okay. Good. That makes
You are
sense.
not authorized to involve, or you're not authorized to disclose this matter to any third person, that is including your friends and also your family members as well.
Okay.
Am I very clear with this?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Now, lastly, sir, what I need from you is your email address. Can you tell me what's your email address?
Yes. Don't laugh. It's kind of tied to my old business. It's GIRTHBROOKS as in Sam 6969 at yahoo.com. Girth Brooks 6969 at yahoo.com. It's a kind of a play on words. I don't know if you're familiar with the country singer Garth Brooks. He's a he's a big country and western singer. I don't know if you listen to country music. I do. So my character was always kind of the the country bumpkin type or the cowboy. I mean, I reckon my accent kind of gives that away a little bit. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the explanation. I always have to explain it to people. I need to get a new one. I need to get one with my real name instead of my stage name. So
Okay. Right now, your email, where do you access it from? Do you get it through your phone? Do you do it through your computer?
no, it's on my computer.
Okay. Now I'm gonna send you an email. Just give me a moment.
Okay. What's the email got in it? A
I'm gonna
link.
be sending you a copy of my badge and my ID.
Okay.
Correct.
Can you text it to me instead? Because my damn computer
I'm
turned off
sorry,
again.
sir. I'm sorry, sir. I have to send it to you in your email.
Okay, got it. He wants my email
Also, what I
because he
want
wants
you to
to
do, I
access
want
my
you to
online
forward me a
banking.
picture of your driver's license and forward it to me in my email so that I can attach this to your documentation.
Okay. Tell you what, just to make it easy, tell me your email real quick and I'll send it. I'll send it straight away.
Okay. I have sent you an email, sir. Can you please check and confirm? Then you can reply back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And you said you
Right,
want
it
a
has been
picture.
sent
You
from my
want
end, sir.
you want a picture. Well, you know what? How am I going to get the picture onto my computer?
You're using a smartphone, right?
Yes, but I don't have email set up
Okay.
on the phone. That's why I was asking about the text thing. I don't know. I know how to text a picture. I've done that a few times, but I don't know how to. I don't know how to email it because I don't know how to get the thing to my computer. I don't have none of them little
Okay, this
cords or
phone that
nothing.
you're using right now, this
Uh-huh.
phone that you're using right now, is this an Android? Is it an
Yes,
iPhone?
it's an Android. It's a what do you call it? Sand slam snap
Samsung.
Samsung. That's the one. That's what it is.
Okay. Do you have an application called WhatsApp in your phone?
Called what?
WhatsApp. App.
I don't.
WhatsApp.
I don't know. I don't know what. I'm not sure what app. I'm not understanding.
Do you know how to download applications in your phone?
Yeah, I think so. I got that. What do you call it? That Candy Crush on there. When I'm traveling, I like to play that. That sucker's addictive though.
Then you go to your Play Store,
Okay.
and download our WHATS WhatsApp app.
Okay.
Download that.
Okay. I see. Is it green? Green and
Yes, the
white?
green.
Okay, yeah. I got you. I see
Yes.
it here.
Download that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna give me a minute. Now you want me to yeah, okay, and this is gonna allow me to send via text a picture of my driving license.
Right.
Okay.
Just download the application.
You want
Let me know
front
once it's done.
okay, do you want front and back? Or do you want
First of all, download the application, sir.
oh, okay. Okay. It's doing it. It's doing its little thing right there now. Yeah, it's taking a minute. My Wi-Fi's not the best. I got that might as well be damn dial up. Hold on a second. Okay. Right now, I've just released the numbers, including the text number, the actual number that I'm talking to him on. Any second now, this guy's probably just going to hang up. But I'm going to say something to him. Okay. All right. There we go. Everybody is sending him photos right now.
Okay. Can you open it?
Yes.
Right now, just give me a moment, sir.
He's looking at all the pictures that are coming into his phone.
Okay, your number is
Any second now, if it hasn't already started, you're probably going to start getting a whole bunch of really fun pictures and videos sent to that number, that 202 number, because we, the 10,000 or so people that are watching right now, we all know you're a scammer, and we've just been yanking your chain for the last 45 minutes. But I wanted the
my
pleasure
WhatsApp doesn't
of
work.
telling you, because I've talked to you before. I actually remember your
Dumbass.
voice. I remember your voice. Do you remember
Dumbass.
me? Do you remember me?
No,
You don't?
no.
You will after today, I guarantee you, because you're about to get a
I
whole bunch
spoke
of
to you the last time,
delightful
right?
stuff on your little phone there, sport. He's mad. Let's call him again just for shits and giggles. He won't
The
answer.
Magic Jack customer you
Oh,
have called
shit.
is unavailable
You're
to
kidding
take
me.
your call.
Hold on. This is good. I'll explain why in a second.
Yes. What do you want?
You want to talk for a minute? We can share secrets or no? Or should I just completely destroy your phone? It's entirely up to you.
I'm getting a call. Wait.
Good. He's getting a call. Stand by. We're going to try and get into his voicemail.
Yes. What do you want?
I told you already. Do you think I was kidding?
Okay, what do you want?
Okay. So you know that I'm telling you the truth, right? Because I told you that you were going to get a whole bunch of fun pictures and stuff. Are you?
I'm not any pictures, bro.
You're not?
No.
I happen to know for a fact that that's bullshit.
I don't receive pictures in this phone. That's not for you, bro.
Are you getting a... Okay. Well, then we'll just keep...
The Magic Jack customer you have called is unavailable.
We're going to try. Cross your fingers.
The Magic Jack customer password. Bye.
What I'm trying to do is gain access to his voicemail, because if I can get into his voicemail, then I can change his messages and listen to any voicemails that he's received from people calling him. That's what I'm trying to do. There are some default passwords that we know. And I'm running through that list, but I can only do 3 at a time. Yeah, he got more than he wanted. Y'all help me out with those community hearts. If you are learning something, if you find this information valuable, helpful, informative in any way, please, that just those community hearts is fine. Any of the Community Fest related stuff.
The Magic Jack customer you have called password.
He's got it changed. He knows the game, probably because we've hit him before. These are the ones that we're looking for right now. The Community Heart, which is the one that's the pinned gift go right now. The Community Style, those little sunglasses, Jolly's Community, or the big one down here at the bottom that is Community Rally. The Community Rally is especially important because when that happens, if everybody goes in and does 10 of those little 1 coin community hearts, it gives me like crazy points here on TikTok for the Community Fest competition and campaign that I'm in right now. I don't want to do it, but it's one of those things that it really does help. They push us out a great deal. It puts me on a much bigger stage and platform in front of millions and millions and millions of people. And if I make the top 50, I advance, and then ultimately I end up getting to go, oh, look at the style. I haven't seen those. Thank you, whoever that was, Community Style. It's going so fast I can't even see the chat right now. But I end up getting to go to the event, and people are like, "Who's this boomer ass looking dude on the stage?" And you're like, "Oh, that's a guy that busts cameras." He goes, "Oh, he busts cameras. I've seen that. I love that." No, 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 no. And they go, "Thank you, Community Style. Who was that? Thank you, Ginger. I appreciate you." And that's the objective, because the more people that see the content, the more people that become aware of the scammers MO, right? Modus operandi. These guys, their whole thing is phishing. They want to get a copy of my driver's license. They want to get my social. They want my email. They want all this information. If you notice, they stretch that out over time. They don't just immediately start interrogating me and asking me for that information. What they do is collected in small pieces over an extended period of time. That's why the calls take so long. That's why they transfer me from person to person to person. And they give me different phone numbers and names and whatever. The case numbers and stuff that they give, they are there for a reason. They want to know, write this down, FTC, blah, 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 right? The next person that I get on the phone with, who's supposed to be the guy from the FTC, thank you for the Jollies community, I appreciate you. The reason they have me write it down is because when the next guy comes on the phone, he's going to ask me for it. And if he asks me for it, then I have to be able to give it to him, because if I don't, they think I'm not taking them seriously. And there's so many little subtle elements to this that I try to teach people. The fact that they don't want me to talk to anybody, the Privacy Act of 1974, total horseshit. All they're trying to do is keep me from talking to anyone. They don't want me to talk to my lawyer. They don't want me to talk to the reason they ask friends, family have access to this. They want to know if I have friends or family that I would discuss this with. Because if I live alone and I got $1 million plus in the bank, I'm their ideal person, because there's less opportunity for me to talk to a spouse or a partner. There's if I say that, I talk to the bank, I go in every Friday with my Social Security, or every month with my Social Security check and whatnot. They know that I know someone in the bank. They're going to go, do not talk to that person. And the easiest way for them to say is, don't talk to that person is, we can't trust anybody. Don't talk to anyone. Right. That's a big portion of what they're trying to do. Keep me quiet. If we got to the point, like if I actually sent him a picture of my driver's license and he still wasn't able to get into my online banking, which is ultimately what he wants to do. He wants to wire himself money when I'm not paying attention, probably overnight. Then he will tell me to go to the bank, pull money out, and then take it to ATM Bitcoin or buy gold bars and bullion. That has kind of replaced the ATM Bitcoin scam, because they're shutting those ATM Bitcoins down. The ones that aren't shutting it down are making it heavily regulated, so that people are less likely to get scammed. The only thing those damn ATM Bitcoin machines were ever getting used for was scams, or somebody doing something illicit that they should not do. Now, with regard to me muting, having done this for almost 6 years now on TikTok, I have learned the points during their script at which they're going to say things that will get me in trouble, right? Do people fall for it? $16 billion last year. The majority of it, older folks who aren't tech savvy, and a good percentage of those people are in some manner of cognitive decline. Maybe the Alzheimer's or dementia or something like that. So it's not, people are so stupid they fall for this. No, if your Nana has dementia, is she stupid? or she's suffering from a medical condition that makes her more susceptible to these things. Another reason that they want to keep me on the phone for as long as possible is because that will ensure that I don't talk to anybody else. I'm more bought in, because I've talked to all these people and, it seems so official. He's calling me. The 202 number that he gave me, 202, for those of you that don't know, is a Washington, D.C. area code. So he's supposed to be from the Federal Trade Commission. Go figure. He's got a Washington, D.C. number. Go figure that with each successive person, that was a 45-minute call. The first person we talked to, you could barely understand because she had such a thick accent. Then we got to the guy in the middle who supposedly worked for the bank, a little bit easier to understand, but not good. You go to the last guy, the FTC guy, he's got this deep authoritative voice and he's rah, 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 right? That's how it is. That's how this shit works. And it works. It does work. And people say, this is boring because the script is always the same. The script is always the same because it worked. And it's a numbers game. These guys are not going to get 10 of these a day. They might get one per day. But if they gain access to an account that has $100,000 in cash, you got to understand that rupees are like, there's 100 rupees. No, it's even less than that now. I'm trying to think of what the exchange rate is. Hold on. How many rupees equate to a single US dollar?
$1 currently equals about 94.5.
So a rupee is about so 94.5 rupees is a dollar. That's as of today. They are having historic drops in the value of their currency right now. The reason they are having historic drops is because of what's going on in the Strait of Hormuz and Iran and the stuff between us and them. Asia, you've got to remember, is a export powerhouse, but that requires fuel. And if fuel prices go up, they can't export, or they have to charge more. And if they have to charge more, everything, you guys know how that goes. If transportation costs go up here in the States, fuel, for example, trucking is hit hard, et cetera, et cetera. You think about those big cargo ships that carry shit across the ocean, over a matter of 6 to 8 weeks, that's why. And it's happening very, very bad in India. Now, the reason I'm telling you that is not to make any manner of political statement or judgment or whatever. It is because what is happening in India right now is that their economy, which is already trash, is getting worse by the day. Every day that this nonsense goes on the Strait of Hormuz, India is suffering as bad. China doesn't, because China has a lot of oil. And that's where a lot of manufacturing is. So India, where, by the way, Apple just moved its big new factory and is spending billions of dollars, they're having a hard time shipping shit out. So your iPhones are going to get more expensive, yada, yada, yada. And there's a lot of fallout stuff, right? The reason that I bring that up on the big picture is because what we're going to see this year is an increase in the number of scam attempts. So, Papa Judge, good question. A lot of them, yeah, exactly. Dot like a period. Yeah, that's a good point. Dot like a period says, to put it in context, if Skippy says he makes 500 rupees, he basically made $5. And a lot of these guys are making the equivalent of $100 to $150 a month total. Now, the guys that run these call centers are making hundreds of millions of dollars, and they live in Dubai at the Burj Khalifa, and they drive Bugattis, and like they're that wealthy. There's a lot of them that are right here in the United States, and they have legitimate businesses here in the States. Going back to whoever it was, I forgot who it was that asked the question about they're being forced to do it. These guys doing this kind of scam, the likelihood that they are being forced as like an indentured servant or almost like a servitude of some sort, slave kind of, that's what people draw in their head. Not as frequent. Okay. These guys are just poor and desperate for a job. That's how they end up doing this. They don't like it. They don't want to do it. Many times they don't even fully comprehend exactly what it is that they're doing. Particularly the people at the very beginning of the call that we don't have, they don't have a real mastery of the English language. They take these jobs to learn English so that they can get legit telemarketing jobs down the road. So this is a temporary thing for them to kind of master English a little bit better. When people think of the captive, like the people are being, I don't want to say it, TRAFFICKED. The people that's happening to, that is more the romance scammers. And that is not typically in India as much. That's more, what we think of as Southeast Asia, like Cambodia, Thailand, um, Myanmar, Malaysia, Indonesia, that sort of thing. Now, it's not to say that it doesn't happen. It does. And this is obviously organized crime, so anything is possible. But the vast majority of those people are doing romance scams. They have dating websites where, you get those spam emails where they say, beautiful Asian women want to meet you, right? They will take you to a dating website where you can meet women who want to marry you so that they can come to the States and so on and so forth. No judgment. I'm not judging how people get down or how they do it. Taiwan, Thailand. But those are scams. A lot of them are just huge scams. What we think of as like a mail order bride and things like that. That's what they're designed to be. I see people talking about Nigeria. Nigeria, yes. But even in Nigeria, it's less about traffic and more about them. They have these like literal schools where they take young men in particular and teach them how to do this. And this is happening a lot in Nigeria, Ghana, a lot of West African countries. So, wait. Do I work with law enforcement? Here's the deal. Law enforcement can't do anything about it. Law enforcement doesn't touch it. The FBI, and you can Google this, you can call and ask if you want to call the FBI. The FBI doesn't touch anything that's not at least $1 million in actual realized loss. Karen, it's at the link in my bio, hon. So wait, hold on. So as much as I would like to work with law enforcement, I mean, I've worked with one or two where they say, they actually have like a cyber crimes division. There was one in California. I can't remember. I want to say it was like San Diego, but that's very, very rare. Most municipal police departments and county sheriff's offices and things like that, they do not touch it. They don't have the manpower or the resources. So, and the same is true of the federal government. I come from a telecom space, and I've actually talked to people that worked at the Federal Trade Commission in enforcement, going after robocallers, and the guy's like, "Look, we might get one a year, and the one we get has got to be huge because we have to have a press release, and if we say that we captured, two guys." And we spent all this time and money and effort and manpower and resources from the federal government, then to get two people, how much of an impact does that have? Negligible. And it's not as impressive in a press release. So they're not interested in doing it. They want something where like this particular body of people made 80 million calls in a month. And that's who they go after, because now they've got a big trophy to hang on the wall. That's why they go after the big ones like that. Do you think AI can be used to tackle these issues? I'm glad you asked. Is that PY? I'm actually part of a group. We're coming out with an app that is going to completely block scam likely calls from your phone, period. Now, there are lots of apps out there that say they are going to block these calls. Ours does. And when they get on the phone, not only are we keeping them from coming to your phone, we are 100% directing them into an AI model that will talk to them. Let me see. I haven't. I'm looking to see if I have any. I didn't. I will show you one thing though. Recents. I can show you 2 scam likely calls that I've gotten this morning. Now, the fact that it says scam likely, here's what you need to know about that. When a call comes from one phone to another phone, and I'm talking about cell phones right now, there is a stream of data that comes with that call. And that stream of data is happening in nanoseconds, the tiny, tiny, tiny fractions of seconds. But it has information in it that identifies it as a scam likely call. So you wouldn't answer it, right? Or not to answer it, or at least in theory you wouldn't, right? The reality is, if you can identify it as scam likely, Mr. Giant Telecom, why do you let it through? Here's why: because they make billions of dollars in what's called termination charges all along the way, until it ends up in your phone. And the longer they talk, the more expensive it becomes. So when we take them and route them into our AI system, and it continues to talk to them and carry on conversations with them very intelligently, then they're paying through the nose for those calls. Same thing, possible spam, potential spam, all of those designations. It depends on which carrier you're with, how it shows up. We can block it, and we're going to. We are going to track enormous amounts of data, all with AI. And that enormous amount of data is going to be used to eventually create our own carrier, where we're going to issue the phones, and it's going to have this software built in, and your phone will never, ever, we're going to be the only one that has it, never, ever ring with a scam likely call ever again. And we're going to be the only one that has it. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The objective is, this is extremely valuable. T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, all the other carriers, they're going to want this, or they're going to want to sue us and shut us down. I'm telling you right now, we already know, we're already planning for it. And what we're going to do is say, or you could just buy it and use it yourself. At which point, we have 3 million subscribers paying a nominal amount every single month to have this service and reclaim their phones, protect their peace, and be more productive in their everyday lives as a result. Even more important than that, now, grandma, here's your new phone. Now grandma never gets a scam likely call pretending to be Wells Fargo, etc. Canada will be on the list. Canada is one of the countries that are. There's nuance to it, because every country has a different. The legal aspect of it is different, but the technology is pretty much the same everywhere. I talked to someone from one of the brass or whatever at Twitch. They were talking to me over the weekend and about coming and setting up a Twitch channel. And I was asking him, he's like, "Oh yeah, we get hammered with them just like everybody else. We're going to we're going to do the UK. We're going to do Australia, New Zealand, all the English speaking countries first. Then we'll branch off if we're still even involved at that point into countries that speak Spanish and so on and so on and so on. And it's going to be a game changer. This is not a pitch. I'll be honest. I'm here because I am the mouthpiece. I am the pitch. I'm not some coding overlord. That's John. I'm not building the app myself. That's Bharat. I'm not doing all the engineering stuff because that's Vlad. There's people that are doing it. My job is to come out and tell you folks about it because obviously I have a platform. I have a, are you selling it or licensing it? I'd ask me in a year. It depends. It depends on how big it gets. I mean, because, again, fundamentally, do the math. We got 3 million subscribers, and I'm going to use $10 to make the math easy. But I mean, imagine 3 million subscribers times $10 a month, right? That's how much we make in a month as a company. Now, there's a lot of expense associated with it and so on. So it's not pure profit, but you multiply that times 12 months, right? Now you do typical tech or telecom valuations, you're looking at 5 to 10x. So the valuation could potentially be close to $1 billion, if not more. And somebody wants to come and pay us $400 million for it. Thank you very much. Here you go. And then you guys never see me again. And don't Brooklyn, I don't know where that's questions for way down the road, but this is something that is really going to change the game. Now, here's the fun part. Do you guys want to hear what the AI does? You want to hear how it interacts with the AI? Oh, we don't need Shark Tank. We've already got that. Okay. Let me show it to you. Now, it should be a woman's voice. And now, to be clear, there are constantly, these guys are working 20 hours a day to update and whatever. So I'm doing this completely blind. We did it on Saturday, I think, and I've done it a couple other times. I'm going to play it for you and let you guys hear. This is my personal phone, and I'm calling this number. I can't tell you the number because it's a kind of a backdoor into the system. Let's do this. Somebody give me the next person to do a community rally over here on TikTok can pick the name they want me to use when I call. Community rally. Somebody do a community rally real quick. And yes, that is intentional. I'm doing that on purpose. Will it work in the UK? Eventually, Shy, it will. If somebody does a community rally, they'll get to pick the name that I use. And then I will intentionally try to f this thing up. What about email? Just got scammed through my work email posing as my boss. And then they told you that we have to wire money to some account somewhere or something like that. Does that sound about right, Evan? That's a different type of thing. The legality there is a lot different, et cetera. So that is not something that we're working on right now. It is just about the phones. No rallies. Will it block text? That is part of what we're working on too. There's a lot of controls that we're going to have. Was that a rally or is that a Jolly's community? Community rally, and you get to pick the name. I'll give it one more minute. If nobody does it, that's fine. It's okay. I'll just pick a name and do it myself. And if you haven't yet, tap the screen. I would greatly appreciate it. No, that wasn't a rally. A rally is the one where it shoots and scores a goal. All right, I'll wait. I mean, it's okay. I'm just saying if somebody wants to pick it, they can. If not, then no worries. I'll just do one myself. All right, here we go. I'm just going to do it myself. Oh, yeah, that's Jolly's community. All right, here we go. I'm just going to do it myself. Here we go.
The number you've dialed is not in service.
Oh shit. Go figure. After all that, I'm super glad somebody didn't do the thing. Hang on, just let me text him real quick. Let me call John, as a matter of fact. Here we go. He's got to be working on it. Oh shit, that was anticlimactic. I feel terrible now. They're working on it, so it's down.
5, 6, 1.
Okay. That was John. So let me see if I can text him real quick, because he texted me early this morning. Yeah, it shows. We got a call into the app, and it shows the call log. Still needs work, but we're getting close. iOS only for the moment, but we'll get Android right after. Still have other developer stuff and kinks to work out, but it's coming along. Major milestone tonight was getting the app to register and getting the call log. So meaning it's going to record on the back end the call log. So we're going to be able to keep tabs on all of the numbers that call. That will allow us to identify which carriers are allowing these calls, which could potentially put them in danger of federal regulations and a lot of other things. Where'd I go? That was a rally. There should be a green deal up here right now. I need you to invest some time looking at the legal. We need to get Stripe approved and get people signed up. There you go. Now we're going to release this. Thank you very much for the rallies. Now that I can't do anything with it. Hang on. I tried to call, and the number wasn't working, so I'm assuming you're working on it. Give me a call when you get a chance, and because I'm live and I was going to do a demo, but it's not going through, so I figured y'all are working on it. I send that to John. He just scammed y'all. Not even. I've been changing motherfuckers' lives for years. That's why my actual name is up here and my face is on the screen. I've helped tens of thousands of people collect tens of millions of dollars from illegal robocallers and telemarketers, lead generators, stuff like that. That's why I'm a man of the people. Doubt it not. Let's see what else. Yes, those of you on the tubes, do me a favor, click the thumbs up if you would. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. I've been working on this since 2020, which is like 2 years after my kit came out originally in 2018. I got contacted by the people that were putting all this together to be an advisor to help them put the thing together. At the time, the technology wasn't there to do it as inexpensively as we are now able to do it. And that's why we are literally weeks away from having it available. The biggest problem, we're going to release it. My appsters, the people that belong to my app, are going to be the first. We have 500 spots reserved where they're going to get a huge discount to be the first adopters. And they're going to, in exchange, they're going to have to give us some feedback and, answer some questions for us and stuff like that. And we're going to use that to kind of test the data collection aspect of it and test the blocking aspects of it and so on. Because like with anything, there's going to be glitches and problems and whatnot. These folks are going to get to help us develop it to the next level. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I'm telling you, it is. Do you consider yourself an entrepreneur? Hell yeah, Angel. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 9. That's not a joke. I literally was selling stuff when I was a kid, and just continued. How to be one of the 500? You got to be an appster, and you got to be there when I announce it and release it, because they're going to get it first. And when we fill that 500, we may, depending on demand, we may extend that a little bit more. And it also kind of depends on what the response is to it and so on. My dad was a paperboy, now he's a millionaire. Entrepreneurship. Hey, man, I'm telling you. How to be an appster. Go to the link in my bio and join. You'll see it. Go to .compton.com. It's not going to be a lottery. It's going to be first come, first serve. The demand is there. It will not work in the UK immediately because there's different. It's going to be a different development. There's also different legal things with setting up. We'll have to have a UK company, probably in each country. We're going to have one in Canada. We're going to have one in Australia, New Zealand, etc. But we will. What other questions? Somebody said something about Facebook Marketplace. Hang on, let me. A minute ago, and I wanted to answer that. What about like Facebook Marketplace and other apps like that? What about them? That's why I didn't answer it right away, because I wasn't sure what you were asking. Pay to use it? The app? Yes. Okay, he gave me a new number. Currently working on it. I'll ping you in a few. I'm making the break work, and we forced some of this I can't read out loud because it's like we're going to patent some of this. So so a backdoor demo with. Okay, cool. He's going to set up a backdoor, but he also gave me another number. That's B's number that we're testing it with. It forwards in, but be aware I'm testing breakout to the AI assistant. And stressful urgency will go to the AI assistant. I think he's talking about the AI that we're dealing with will actually read the tone of your voice. If you sound aggravated, like e-commerce stores. I have a project that I am not at liberty to talk about yet that is going to be dealing directly with me meeting the scammers face to face all over the country. But I can't talk about it yet. A lot of moving parts to that one.
Oh.
Yeah, hello?
Oh.
Are you there?
Hello there. Who's calling, please?
This is Mike from Medicare. Hello?
Yes, I'm here, dear.
Okay.
Mike
good.
from
Mike from Medicare. Yeah, they're working on it. And here's what they're doing. They're putting in new because like what we did, and well, what they did is they stayed up all night, several nights in a row, and just called it over and over and over again and tried to throw it. And what they found was like, okay, we need something that if someone is being nice, the AI responds accordingly. And they're updating it right now. That's what I was just reading. It'll be nice. If you sound like you're stressed out, it will encourage that panic. And it's 100% AI. And we're going to record this. And we're going to take some of these recordings, which we are certain are going to be hysterical. We're going to post those publicly for you guys to hear. So let me see. Okay, there we go. And now you're back on the app. Good, Julie. Good to have you back. Let me call it again. Let me try it one more time. Because like I said, this is part of it. This is part of the learning thing. But oh, shit. He just called me.
Oh.
Hello?
I will not be spoken to like that. Do not call here again. Goodbye.
Your mama. Okay, let me call John real quick. Because I don't know if he's watching. He doesn't do TikTok, but
Hey, man.
hey, I'm live. Don't say anything stupid.
Okay.
I think we both understand that if we're on speakerphone or in a live stream, we have to be very careful and make sure that the other person knows. Yeah, so we called it a minute ago, and it was glitching a little bit. So I told him that we're updating it and making the AI better literally every day. So
yeah, we are definitely in like hardcore active development, and you're dialing into our development environment. So the direct dial that you were doing to the number that was originally given you, is now has the security enabled that if it is not being forwarded from a registered customer, it says this call cannot be completed as dialed, which is probably what you were getting. Right?
No, it was kind of a weird dead air for a minute, and then like you had the AI, the male AI voice came in for a second, and it trailed off and it killed.
Okay, so I will test that in a minute because you should be getting a 404 saying that it can't be found. But again, like I'm still pushing up changes, so there's definitely a lot of activity right now.
Okay.
But if you call the number that I just
The
sent
second
you
one,
via text,
I called that one.
Yeah. Okay, and what happened when you called that one?
It wasn't smooth. It wasn't 100% smooth. But it had new prompts. Like it said, I will not be talked to that. Don't ever call her again.
Oh yeah. So so we built in progressive mood escalation. So like if you're rude initially, she'll hold a grudge. If you're extremely rude, she'll hang up on you. So if you use any of the extreme triggers, without me, being vulgar.
Yeah.
If you use any kind of extreme vulgarity or threats or even PG-13 insinuations for R-rated plus, it will go to I will not accept that and hang up on you.
Right.
But if you are, like moderately insulting and annoyed, she will hold a grudge and will not be cheery afterwards because that's a dead giveaway. So there is definitely mood context now that we put in. So like I would, I know you've done some like kind of playful and somewhat obscure scenarios. I would start with some of the common calls that people get, like, do you have Medicare, senior benefits, things like that. Or auto warranty, like go through like some of the common ones as a test case first. Then, I mean, you can get goofy, you can get rude, you can, pretend to be the IRS, for like one of the government fraud ones.
Yeah.
Like I would show, the multitude of scenarios and see what that looks like.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to test it in the app because I'm about to shut down the other two and then go just in the app, because in the app I can say whatever I want and we'll test its limits, her limits.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
are you on TikTok now?
I'm on everything right now. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, and in the app.
Okay, so I would say reserve this for the app, and you could do some of the basic scenarios, and you could also test the mood escalation. I think it's interesting that you're going to be doing QA live, especially while I'm doing development and deployment. So please ask everyone to be considerate of the fact that we are actively deploying.
I did. That's what I told them. Oh, and they reminded me when I called the original number, the 2 number. It did give me this number's not active.
That's correct.
But
so it's supposed to do that.
So now if a scam likely calls, it registers that it's a non-working number. So they'll take you off the list right then in theory.
No, that's not what it is. What it is if that number is called directly without the call forwarding.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
So it's actually two conditions. One is the direct dial that you just did. The second is if it does have it, but that phone number that it's supposed to be forwarding from is not registered in our database as a customer, it will also say that.
Okay, got it. That's just to protect our internal numbers.
Right.
Got it.
Right. So this way they can't denial service us because we will be exposing those numbers when they sign up to enable the forwarding.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. But that's all internal for us.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it will be visible in the app because they have to. We provide everything for them for every carrier, so that all they have to do is just hit dial. But they're going to see the star code for their carrier and the phone number that it's forwarding to, which is our direct number. So that is going to get exposed. So if there's like a mole or something that tries to blow that number up, this was a protection so that we don't end up with any problems.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Well, we'll test it again. I'll test it here in a little while in the app, and I'll talk to you when I get done this afternoon. I've got to run some errands and do some other stuff. When I get in the car, I'll call you. All right.
All right, man. Talk to you later. Peace.
All right. Cheers. That is John. That is the coding guru who is kind of largely responsible for that. Him and Barat are the ones working on the app and this. So, and understand that the app that I'm talking about going to right now is not the app that we're going to make the scam calls go away. They're two separate entities. But the people that are in my app where I do the live streaming that's up and live right now, those people are going to have the first access to it. That is one of their benefits. I mean, they're going to get access to all that stuff. So effectively, what the app that we're going to be coming out with in weeks, it's, how quickly it gets on the Play Store and the App Store, that's up to Apple and Google. Obviously, we don't have a lot to say over that, but we're going to try and make it as perfect as possible using these beta testers from inside my app to make it as perfect as possible so that it gets approved almost immediately. I've got to go over all the legal and make sure that I approve it, give it to John so that they can put that as a part of our proposal for the App Store and the Play Store and so on and so forth. Now, I know a lot of that kind of goes, if you were just listening to it for the very first time, trust me, that is me trying to process a lot of what John says too, because he says things really fast on a lot of them. And it's an art and a science to really kind of take it all in. Sometimes I have to kind of slow him down and go, okay, en inglés, por favor. This thing is going to be a game changer. The original iteration of this required cloud storage that wasn't as possible as it is now. So it's now, I was at our last iteration, I was going to have to put $250,000 out of my pocket into the thing. And I was just like, I just don't think now's the time, because I just didn't think we had enough in the way of technology back then. Reached out to John just on just kind of a random thing. And he's like, bro, we need to talk. I got this thing up and running and we've already got it pretty much figured out. We're 2/3 of the way through the code and we need to start building this thing. And I was like, okay, well, how much? And he told me a new number and I was like, okay, well, shit, yeah, I'll do it. So we're going to make this available to the people. We're going to try and do brand partnerships with things like AARP and, those types of things specifically for the protection of older folks. That's what we're trying to do as much as anything. We're also going to make it so that if you don't want to receive calls from, say, Google voice numbers, part of our original iteration, we were going to work directly with law enforcement and we were going to make it, you have a domestic situation where one party is fearful right? We were going to make it so that it would block calls from known numbers and prevent some of those things. And then we'd be able to share that information directly out of our database with law enforcement specific to a person's number, so that law enforcement could dig into the number or numbers that we're calling the DA victim, and use it as a tool to criminalize what the bad guys were doing, the ABUSERs, right? This is going to be even better. This is going to have the impact to so many groups is going to be better. Your kids are not going to get calls. We're going to make it so that if you don't want Google Voice numbers to be able to call you, they can't. Like stuff like that. And it's going to be scam text as well. Yes, that will be part of it. It is not like part of the original release because the texts aren't as potentially damaging. They can be. They will be a part of it in time, but not the first, V1, basically. Let's see. Oh, John, Jack, John, and I both are that friend. 1,000%. 1,000%. I'm going to call again. I'm going to call the new number, and I'll try to be a little more patient with it just in short term, because he's, like I said, he's actively developing it. What the hell?
Oh.
Hello? Hello? I wonder if my microphone is messing it up. I wonder if the sound is different coming through the microphone. I wonder if that's messing it up. We'll keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing live demos and showing it to you. Each time they do these updates, it glitches out and whatever. But I promise you, I mean, the people that were here on Saturday heard me have a 2-minute conversation with this thing. And like, it doesn't matter. The reason I said pick a name is because when people, they picked some crazy ass name, they picked one of my characters. And I would call and say, hey, this is Lionel. And she would talk to me. And I was asking all these ridiculous questions. And this thing would completely converse with me. If I said, hey, is my thong still at your house? No, I don't think I have your thong. And it was like that kind of conversation. So it's going to be dope. Stick around. More info is coming. We are hauling ass trying to put this thing out as fast as possible. I have 1, 2, 3 other projects that I cannot talk about yet. I can't talk about. I don't want to say anything. 2 of them are mass media projects. That's all I can tell you. So you just got to stick around. You got to stay tuned. I got to get over to the app. We're 5 minutes late. Thank you guys very, very much. All of you that contributed and participated with all of the little doohickeys here. Those community hearts and stuff, they really help. Let me look and see how we did today. We had to have done pretty well. Number 26 daily. Overall, number 108. Now, we're going to be a little bit behind because we didn't do anything yesterday, and I'm okay with it. We're going to have some very pointed, intentional things. We're going to do some double time stuff at night during special hours that they've given us. Let me see. To give you an example of what I'm up against, the 10th spot in the rankings on this thing, and I'm assuming this is it ends in 3 days. 10th place is Jeffree Star, who has, by the way, 8.3 million followers on this app. Okay. He has 7.1 million points. Now, these are not diamonds and all that. This is just points. Each of these little community fest things has a point value associated with it. We're going to try to pile up as many points as we can. And I'm not going to battle. I'm not going to do all that shit. I did some during the double time with my wife, but we weren't battling. We were just turning on battles so that if people sent stuff in, we get the extra like 3 times the points for it. That I will do. But I'm not going to go out and just battle random people. We're not going to do all that shit. I'm just buck fattles. Y'all know how I feel about this stuff. He has 7.1 million points. The guy in first place has 42 million points. 42 million. I don't know that guy. I'm not familiar with him. But I'm familiar with a lot of the other people in the rankings, and they're going to go just insane over the next 3 days. And you're going to see 100 million points at the top. I'm calling it now. Today, I have 1.1 million. So the person in 10th place has 7 times as many points as me. That's how big this thing has to be for us to even make a showing. So just so you know, my expectations for it are low, but we're going to give it everything we have. And I'm going to lean into the fact that I got a lot of followers and make it a little contribution for everybody and see if it works. And hopefully it does. If not, buck fattles. We're still kicking ass. You know what I mean? So all of that having been said, I love you guys. I appreciate everything that you've done. I appreciate my appsters. I really genuinely do, for tolerating all this TikTok bullshit. I know that's why you got away from TikTok. Same thing with the tubes, but I love you guys and I appreciate you. Love yourselves, love each other, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. I firmly believe in my heart of hearts that we can overcome any challenge, any adversity, solve any problem that we face as a human collective if we just do those 4 simple things. Love yourselves, love each other, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. All right? I appreciate you guys. I really genuinely do. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Central here on TikTok, 10 o'clock over on the tubes, and my app. App is available at the link in my bio alongside all of my other socials. I'm also just now got on Twitch this like 3 days ago. Haven't gone live there yet. I will sometime this week, not instead of anything, but in addition to other things. So don't panic. Nobody's leaving. Oh my God, he's leaving. No, I'm not. Stop that ignorant. I'm not doing that. It'll just be another platform that I'm going to be on for the people that like it. Okay. Bye, baby. Thank you. Oh, and my wife will be on today. What time are you going on today, baby? Normal time, 6 p.m. Almost at 1 million. Y'all tap the side of the screen right now. See if we can get to 1 million real quick. She's typing. She's typing. I don't know what happened. Oh my. Short answers. Weekly podcast. I do it every day, 5 hours a day. So, okay, she's not answering. My wife should be live tonight at 6. I know she'll be live at 6. I don't know if she's going anything outside of that. But the Vanessa Compton. Oh, there she is. Dang, major delay. Yeah, so put it real quick. Short, concise, succinct, quick, and put it up there. What's the point of my show? You did? I never saw it. It never showed up. There must be some sort of block. I'll tell the appsters. They'll get it out there for you. It may block because you put numbers or something. So do me a favor. Type the word out for the letters. Even that may get blocked too, though. Or just come tell me wherever you are. Okay. Yeah, I got blocked. So are you in the house? Are you? She's coming. She's running. Don't please. I was like waiting on the curse splat.
I know.
Okay. So it's not a delay. It's I have all the numbers blocked.
I
Okay.
was
So
like,
what time are you going live
I'm
today?
going-
Quickly.
I'm gonna go live at 12:30 to get ready, and 6 o'clock I'm singing. Love you, bye.
Thank you. 12:30. She's going to go live. If you're staying on TikTok, you want to see my wife, see her sing. And well, she's not singing this afternoon, but tonight she will be singing. She does get ready with me stuff at 12:30 Central. So here in a few minutes, as soon as I get off. Okay. Love you guys. What's the point of my show? Watch every day and you'll learn. Okay. Click the follow button for those of you that haven't. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, Ruck Fobocalls. The Vanessa Compton. No spaces, no anything. Be careful of frauds. She has about 137,000 followers, I think. That's her account. Anything else is not her. All right. Cheers. Love you guys. Bye. There we go. All right, tubes. I love you guys too. Thank you very much for all the thumbs ups and all the love and patience while we do all this nonsense on TikTok the 2 times a year that we do it. All right. Cheers. Okay.